This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
And we actually have two guests in the building today.
Oh, you are so lucky.
Jackie?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back. It's been a while.
She's back. You came when around October time?
Yes,
I think
for
for like a Halloween episode.
Yes.
So they were our sister podcast. Crimen.
Zona del Crimen.
Zona de Crimen. And then we got Robin. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. You're going to have all the accents on this episode. You're going to have all the accents. Get ready.
I plan on talking.
So
too much.
Robin was at CG Days with Caroline and I. And me and Robin are going somewhere after this. So I just told her to come and join us. Long-time listener.
Lucky for her.
Yeah. And I'm actually the one being lazy. I didn't have time to do an episode. And so Jackie is covering the episode for me in a pinch. Thank you,
It's
Jackie.
like you have a job or something.
Yeah. It's.
I was just
I hate
at home
that.
sitting, waiting. I was like, she's going to call me to come back. Come back.
You've been waiting since October.
Yes.
Aw.
Yes. I had it
I should have
like,
known. I would have called
All
you.
those weeks we've skipped, you should have been like, hey,
I'm here.
I got
Hello.
episodes for you. Waiting.
Yes.
Waiting.
What are we drinking? What are y'all, anything? Okay.
water.
Good.
I know,
That's
we're
good.
real.
That's good. We're staying hydrated.
I promised myself my first time I came, I would be drinking something fun, but
You
No
can make it
time
up.
today.
I
I
came
know.
from work, so
I didn't have any time to grab anything. Caroline, what do you have?
I mean, there's some vodka in there, but, you know.
A whole
It's basically water.
40 ounce.
A whole
Yeah.
40-ounce thing of water.
Yeah, we're not brown bagging it today. That's unfortunate.
No.
Oh, well.
I've been slacking a little bit lately. I need to keep a stash up here.
Well, where are we going today?
We are going to the Dominican Republic.
Ooh.
And this is a little different from what your audience and you guys are used to. So hopefully it's
But it's not the Kanaki girl that's missing right now, right?
Oh, yeah, there was an update on that.
I have no idea who that is. I haven't been keeping up
She went missing and
During spring break.
During spring break, we feel like she drowned, and then the kid, the boy got flown back here, and he's innocent allegedly.
in the
right?
Dominican Republic.
She was on a spring
Was it
break.
Dominican? Or was it Punta Cana or
Punta
something?
Cana.
Was that the Dominican?
Yeah, Punta Cana deal.
I don't know. I
Is
don't
it-
have a map.
I'm
Yeah,
not
she was.
geographically-
She's in Punta Cana, just on a college spring break trip, and was last seen at the beach with the guy who's also on a spring break trip.
They met there,
They have not
or
seen
they
met there.
flew
They
together?
hung out. Yeah. And his story was they were kissing in the water. Then he passed out on the beach, and he woke up and went back to his room, and he don't know what happened to her.
It's very
That's bullshit,
Natalie
but-
Holloway.
It is very
Uh-huh.
much Natalie Holloway, but they believe him, and he's back in the States.
What is he?
He's brown.
He is white. He is white, and
white?
she is brown.
Oh.
Definitely.
But
I thought he was brown.
Listen to the whole story. No, he is. Listen to the whole story because
what was
even
her?
her parents believe him. Huh?
What was the name of the girl?
that's because he's white.
It's a whole. I can't even
Kanaka, is that
pronounce.
what we said?
Go listen to our quickie from this week. We covered it, but she's Indian. They're Indian American.
Okay.
And after like a week, the parents were a week or 2 weeks.
They
were
wanted
like,
a declaration of death within 2 weeks. Like,
Quit.
Give me
like,
my
we're
death
done.
certificate.
We don't want to talk about it anymore.
we're
Let's
gonna
just
go.
move on.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. They got
It
paid.
took Natalie Holloway's mom 5 years to
Yeah,
to
you don't
accept
ask
that.
for that. Like
You
that
don't.
soon.
It's like giving up hope. So they think that she
Did you
drowned.
say that
But
they
wonder if
found
it's
the
like-
body or
No.
No.
Nothing.
No. So she may
it like
be
a
getting
cultured
injected in a
thing?
noodle. I mean, a noodle with a needle.
The noodle.
Is this a new spring break?
She may be like on
you're
a
not
boat, being injected and screwed, trafficked,
Yeah.
and nobody's looking for her anymore.
Or like once you dump something in the ocean, I think it's just really hard to like
I feel like
come
it's
back
gonna
or
be
find
gone.
it.
Well,
you
the
know?
experts say that like if she would have just kind of drowned right there in a way that she would have
Washed
come
back
back.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like the way the current would have went, she would have washed
Pushed her
back
out.
up by now.
But don't
now,
you
if
think
it would have
something
happened
would
in the middle, like they said,
Yeah.
what Joanne probably did to Natalie is take that boat out and drop her, then we'd probably never. But she would have, if that's what happened to her, she would have washed up.
and they gave up.
And that if he buried her on the beach, that these birds that they have there, they'll find that dead body really, really quick. And so the
Just
birds
pick
would have
at it
found it.
and
Yeah.
just-
That's gross.
So,
Well,
sorry.
I'll look it up. But
Another DR story.
Yes, and so to give a little bit of context of like the state of how the politics were at that moment, the Dominican Republic right now was under the dictatorship of long name, because usually Hispanics we have like four or
Multi-hyphenated names.
or five names. So it's Rafael Leonas Trujillo.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she gets it. Also known as the boss or the goat.
And he's the
Oh.
like what?
Jefe.
He is the dictatorship.
okay,
and I'm,
dictator.
Dictatorship.
Got it, yeah.
And I'm gonna let y'all know how he
Okay.
rose to.
Okay. When was this? Did you already say?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay.
Trujillo was born on October 24, 1891, in San Cristobal, DR. Okay. In 1918, he joined the army, and he was trained by
flag.
our
Red flag.
very own U.S. Marine.
Okay.
So our Marines, like the U.S. was,
They would go over there and train
they
them.
were there training them and,
Okay.
helping, which usually
That's how it happens.
turns out bad for us.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, right? Like,
There's some red flags. It's cool.
yeah. Okay, so he seized power in the military against the president in 1930, and he remained in power by placing his own family members in office.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, I guess to keep them
Yeah.
loyal and
Keep your family in power.
Yeah. He cannot take criticism like a true narcissist, and he used tactics as imprisonment, torture, kidnapping, rape, and murder anyone who would.
Who does? I mean, that's normal.
That's
right?
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he created this secret police that would do all of his dirty, his
The
dirty work.
B613? B316? Remember, was it Scandal?
Yeah.
The B613?
Yeah.
And so it was forced at this time in like the households of the people in the Dominican to have kind of like a shrine
Of him?
of him. Yeah, like
Oh, no.
his picture was in the middle, boom, right there.
He
like
had to.
kind of like a show of like
Respect.
or like you're loyal and whatever.
Oh, they did that before Virgin Mary?
I mean,
What?
he was probably right next to him.
You have
right
like
there.
his face on candles and stuff and all the things. Like everything.
Probably. I mean,
Next to Mary
Tattooed.
in the lotto and the ofrendas.
in the ofrenda. Well, the ofrenda was only for dead people.
Dead people.
He wasn't dead then,
Yet.
Mm.
but he was on there, right? So in order to, he did all that, and he also, Haiti is right next to the Dominican Republic. And so he was very racist,
Okay.
and he would tell people like, they would treat the Haitians like very poorly, and he ordered to kill like thousands of Haitian immigrants.
Genocide.
Yeah, genocide. He took over control of the education system, the entertainment, the church, the media. Like literally, he controlled everything under the sun.
Oh, wow.
Like even the crops she grew, like everything. He was owner of
He wanted to. You can only grow certain
types of crops, and he got his cut,
or
and
what,
he
yeah.
became very,
wow.
very rich and powerful. So I'm guessing that money that he took from people gave him more power, right? So this story has 4 sisters, and I'm gonna say their names, but
Okay.
it's a lot.
Okay. I got it.
So it was Patria Mercedes, that's the oldest, Belgica Adela, second, and then Minerva and Antonia. I'm gonna give those just not two. Okay, so this group of sisters, they all grew up in Ojo de Agua, Dominican Republic, and it was a small town. And in spite of like the very strict regime, they were their family was very prominent in town. Their parents owned like several businesses, like little stores where you get your little quick, kind of like a Dollar General, like everything, run real quick. And they owned a lot of crops. They grew coffee. They had like a coffee mill. And so they were pretty like middle class. Okay. So in 1949, the family were invited by the Trujillo regime himself. He was having a party, and since he was like, inviting all the people that had any type of
the bougie people.
Affluent, yeah.
So the family went, and Minerva automatically caught his eye. He was like, "Damn,
hey.
who is this shit? Like, what's up?"
Okay.
Yeah. He was interested, right? He made
There was their baby oil at this point.
he made several sexual advances towards her, and she was like,
Told you.
"No."
Oh, she turned him down.
Oh.
Turn him down. By this time, she was already
did.
like very in the movement. She was in a movement of like resistance movement. She was very like,
Because she didn't like him.
no, she did not like him.
But she had to go for respect, and he probably acted
she
out
went
against her.
because she wanted to kind of like tell him off a little bit, kind of
Okay.
tell him what her thoughts were, about his regime and everything. So she's like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tell him off. I'm gonna tell him what I was
I
thinking.
don't think that's a good idea.
Not
Don't do
when
it.
you
No, you about to get
No.
your
Men
head chopped
usually
off.
don't take rejection well.
Especially when you got little Peter's
Yeah.
energy like that.
Little baby penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
LDE.
And especially if you're like a narcissistic dictator, I think that's scary. That was very brave of her, to be honest.
She was
kinda
way
be like-
overconfident. She
Yeah.
was way overconfident.
She didn't let him down
She got her
easy.
head chopped off, didn't she?
Not yet.
Okay.
Hold on, girl. So in one of the books that one of the sisters survived, the one that wasn't very like involved in the movement, there were 4 sisters. 3 of them were like in the resistance, and one of them was like, you know what? I'm gonna like sit down.
She black sheep.
She was like, I'm gonna sit.
I'm going to be still.
She had an abusive husband, and the abusive husband were like, nah, like you ain't going to go and be with your sisters and help the resistance and all that. So what she did was take care of the nieces and nephews while the sisters went and like
Okay.
had their little secret meetings, and everything. But in one of the books that she wrote, she said that her parents and her sisters were very concerned of Minerva accepting like to dance with the dictator, because he was known to like drug the women
Oh yeah.
and then like rape them.
Well, that's what you do.
I
You're
mean,
spot on.
if you just say no, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. Well, then second option is drugging you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that night, Minerva accepted several dances with him, and then at the end of the night, she was like, "You're a POS," and then she left. It was one of the rules that you could not leave before him
Oh.
at his party. So you were there until he said you could leave.
Okay.
Until
Yeah.
he had his.
She knew the rules, but she didn't follow them.
No, she didn't follow them. So like he took that as very, very disrespectful.
Yep.
So like, no, I leave whenever you leave whenever I tell you to. So then he put her parents in jail.
Shit.
They put him in jail, and after a while, he let them go. right? Like, okay,
Like a couple hours or like a couple weeks or years?
A couple of weeks of torture?
with this man, I'm thinking like it didn't say, but it was. I'm guessing like a couple days,
Okay.
right? So after this, she went to school, and she graduated from the University of Santo Domingo, where she met her
Yeah, I went
husband Manolo. She graduated as a lawyer, and her husband was also like an activist. They were very like for the
power
resistance.
couple.
Yes,
Manolo,
yes.
come on.
And
Come
so, but she never was able to study because Trujillo kind of blocked. Yeah.
Cog blocking.
Yes, cock blocking all over the place. Like she couldn't practice, and she was like one of the first women to like graduate and become a lawyer and be able to do all this. But he was like, "You're not gonna actually, practice your."
Because he didn't want women to in general, and he was still mad at her for leaving the party.
It could be both.
Both, yeah.
I'm guessing both.
And is this the one who was married to this is not the married to the abusive husband guy?
No.
That lady. This is the oldest who
She's
is
still
the,
taking care of all the kids.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, she's
the-
still over home. This is
That
got it.
the one that was married to the abusive husband. Her name was Didi.
Okay.
Oh,
Her
okay.
nickname was it. Minerva was the number one that was very active in the resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So in the resistance, they became very like big underground, and they started calling them las mariposas,
Ooh.
which translates to the butterflies.
Oh.
That was their like.
You were gonna say something different.
What did you
I
think?
don't know.
What did you think it translated to?
I don't know. I didn't know.
Mariposas is the butterflies, which is like their code name under the resistance, because it was
they had a code
secretive.
name.
It
Okay.
was.
Like the pineapples, but they're the butterflies.
I don't know if there was any swinging within the resistance. I mean,
They
maybe.
probably had no choice.
I don't know. So then, everything got worse with him. He tried to overthrow the Cuban president.
What, Fidel? No, this is 1800s.
No, it was
It's 1940 or something.
President Fulgencio.
Mm.
I don't know. who-
Nobody even knows who that is.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And in the early 1960s, the sisters, they became part of the movement along with their husbands. They also had their own little lives, right? Apart from the resistance, they became married, they became mothers. So their husbands also joined
Okay.
the resistance. So that's good. It wasn't like
Uh,
the other sister,
okay.
right? When Trujillo heard about the resistance, which is named J14 movement, he started arresting people just like mass arrests, just and locking them up,
Yeah.
torturing them for no reason, whether you were in the resistance or not. He would just lock everybody up
Just in case you were.
just in case you were, which mostly a lot of people were, like against the regime, but a lot of people were like scared, and so you would go in there and just
anybody.
anybody.
B613, that's what it was.
B613.
So he put a green light on the sisters. They were like, they're becoming
Oh.
a problem for me. Because they were like badass women. They were in there going hard in the resistance, and they're like, you know what?
Green light.
They gotta go.
They gotta go.
They gotta go. So on May 19th, 1960, the sisters and their husbands were arrested and sent to prison, right?
Of course.
For what reason?
No
Looking
reason.
suspicious. I don't know. And so he later released a few days later, he released the women kind of like as a act of good faith or like leniency, because he was very like pro women and pro.
Oh, now he liked
But
them. When
not
did they
really.
get released? And it's still in 1960?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the 1960s. Yeah, they
Okay.
got released. He let the women go, but the husband stayed.
Yeah.
Right. So, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
So they made 2 attempts against their lives, and the first 2 times that they tried to kill them, the henchmen were like, they were traveling with their children.
Oh,
So
so
the-
he said he
kill
tried to
the-
get people to kill. Wait, the people.
He let them out of jail so they can get them killed.
Yes,
Okay.
but the soldiers or his
The
secret
hitmen,
police,
They were weak.
they were like, no, they were traveling with children, and children
Family,
are kind of
yeah.
like off limits, right? So
yeah.
they didn't
Wow.
They
They
were
have
like, no.
standards.
I mean,
Okay.
we draw the line at children.
Well, yeah.
So on November 25, 1960, Minerva, Maria, and Patria were traveling with the driver Rufino de la Cruz, and they were returning from visiting their husbands in prison, right? And in that moment, 4 men intercepted the women, like their vehicle. They got them down. They automatically shot the driver. And the women were, there's different sources that say they were shot and killed there and then thrown off a cliff.
Damn.
Or there's like another source that says that they were taken to like one of their lieutenants or one of their captain's house nearby where they were strangled and tortured.
I feel
And
like
killed.
Both
that
suck.
sounds like more
That
of
sounds
something
more
that
possible,
they would do.
yeah. Either way, like they're,
Because you just kill them and throw them off a cliff. Like
yeah,
they
but
typically are
train
going to do
station.
something for them.
Took
Yeah.
him to the train station. Yeah.
literally off the cliff, yeah.
It was at a train station last week, 2 weeks ago.
And so they got killed, and they put all 4 of them, including the driver, and they threw them off the cliff to make it look like, oh, like it was an accident. It was a car accident. They died.
Oh, no.
But I was like, they done because the driver had a gunshot. Like,
Gunshot.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, we would have figured that out real quick.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We would have known. So then, Trujillo had eliminated his biggest threats. However, they turned them into martyrs, right?
Oh, of course.
And the people were like pissed off. They were like, "Oh heck no! Now you're killing women." So what he did was it backfired on him, big time. So that's when more people joined the resistance. And more people started fighting, and like they were like, "Oh heck no!" Right? So, the sisters became martyrs, and so on May 30th, 1961, like almost 6 months after were murdered, Trujillo was ambushed and killed by some of his own people.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Because
Like,
they were even pissed that they killed him
Yeah, they were even like
over it.
over him. Really, I think most of the time, I think the secret police, like the soldiers, most of them were kind of like forced or coerced into being.
I'm surprised his
is.
family wasn't like there to be on his side.
Yeah.
Maybe they were.
So then he got killed, and his entire family, which he had 8 children.
Oh, they killed the whole family.
No, the family fled before they could even like get them.
Got it.
He was killed, and the family was like, you know what?
We gone.
We're gone. I'm head out. Like,
He
yeah, but
deserves it. Let's go.
he had 8 children with like 5 women.
Yeah.
It was
Of course.
he probably had more.
He was in
like
love with all of them.
he was all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing he probably had way more children outside because of all the rapes. Like
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some out there
All that Bill Cosby and he was doing.
raping and drugging people. So, that in June 1962, the trial of everybody that was involved began. So it was 14 men, 5 of whom participated in the actual murder, and 9 who were like accomplices with getting like their intel where they were going and
For just killing him?
no, for killing the sisters.
Okay.
He was like,
Oh.
okay, you did. We're not worried about you.
Yeah,
but
we're
the
not-
trial
yeah.
for the sisters began,
Okay.
and 14 men were in trial, like being charged, right?
14. It's like YSL.
So 5 men were sentenced to the maximum of 30 years. The corporal of the National Police was sentenced to 20 years for cooperating. And a short time later, like a pro-Trujillo military group had this man removed out of the Dominican Republic because he kind of like got a deal of, we're like, oh, if you cooperate and tell us like a little bit of what happened, kind of snitch a little, obviously snitch.
Yeah.
We would cut you, give you a deal and give you less years. But people that were for him kind of like gave him a little,
Pass.
a little meeting or like a little not good,
Mm-hmm.
So the only sister that survived was
Didi.
Didi. She was kind of smart.
Oh, yeah.
Well, her
she
husband, her
was-
abusive
well, she was
husband, her
the abusive
controlling husband.
so-
I mean, I guess
Saved her
thank God for
life.
the abusive husband,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Was he really abusive or was he controlling? Was it like typical controlling or was it like
She
abusive?
said
He'd
he
whoop
was
her ass.
abusive,
He'd whoop
like-
her ass.
Yeah, abusive, where I guess I'm pretty sure beatings and no, you can't do this, you can't do that.
But he saved her life.
Saved
while
her
he was
life,
beating
I'm
her ass.
guessing.
Wow.
What's better?
Like, I mean, you
Yeah,
know.
but now you gotta take of all everybody's kids. Take care of everybody's
yeah,
kids.
she got stuck with raising all of the sisters'
Oh
kids.
no! Throw me off the cliff.
That's what I was saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Throw me off the cliff.
And so she was in charge of handling her sisters kind of like honorees. Like they got libraries named after them.
Okay.
They have they turned their childhood home into a museum.
Okay.
So which still stands today. There's streets named after them. Are on their money. So they're like really big deal
They're
sisters.
big.
Okay.
Wow.
They
okay.
became big.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of something equivalent to her, but big.
Okay.
I don't know who that would be here in the U.S., but
Are they still dictatorship over there?
no.
What are they? What is Dominican Republic now?
I'm guessing democracy. I don't know. Democracy the same.
She said,
I
"No,
wouldn't.
That's not what I'm here for, April.
Oh,
I don't know, April. You're asking
Okay.
too many questions.
It's okay. I'll just
Google it, please. So she also wrote a book, and Didi died in 2014. She was 88.
Oh, she just now died.
Yes, it was. I'm like, oh. The sisters would have probably been around, obviously around the same age if they were. The sisters were buried in Cunocu, is a Dominican Republic, which is a little small town. In 1999, the UN designated November 25 as an International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. So that's another good thing that came out of their...
Just now, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty
It
late
took-
to have that.
Yes. Trujillo's daughter wrote a book where she blamed everything on some other captain.
Oh, it wasn't
saying,
my, it
no,
wasn't
not
my
my
daddy.
Mm.
It was all captain, whatever. And he planned it. He executed it. So my daddy was innocent.
Mm,
And people were like, nah, girl.
no, ma'am.
No, they did not accept it. They were like, they practically kind of like drew her out of the country again. Like, you're not welcome here.
Oh, she
Girl, bye.
stayed? She
Girl,
should have
bye.
just left.
She came back and wrote a book or whatever, but people are like, you know what? We have not forgotten. You're still not welcome. Girl, bye.
Your last name's still Trujillo.
Yes. I don't know why she didn't change her.
They're the
I
same
think
as
she
us.
opened a restaurant here.
They're
with us.
Democratic.
It's on the circle, man.
Yeah, they're a Democratic Republic. They're
Yeah.
just like us. They have
Oh,
three
okay.
branches.
So they
and
have
all
a
the things.
president. Okay.
Yeah. So there is actually a movie called The Time of the Butterflies.
Okay.
And our Mexican Salma Hayek, my Mexican.
Oh.
She
Love
plays
Salma.
Minerva,
Okay.
and Mark Anthony's in it.
Ooh.
He's like the boyfriend, right, or the husband.
The husband.
It's
And Edward James Olmos
Oh.
plays Trujillo.
Oh, that would be great.
So, and I'm like,
it's called
okay.
Time of the Butterfly.
Time of the Butterflies.
Edward James almost was Selena's daddy.
Who
On
played
Selena
in the movie?
in the movie.
I don't know who that is.
Selena's daddy. I'm from the movie Selena. You didn't watch the movie Selena?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I don't. I mean, I've seen him in that movie,
that's what I'm saying.
but I wouldn't have recognized his name.
Edward
That's
James
why I'm
Olmos.
telling you who that is.
Okay, well, I found him.
He's
So-
a great actor.
Yeah. So one of Minerva's
watched
famous
Lions.
quotes, she said, "If they kill me, I will take my arms out of the grave and I will be stronger." Which I think it
Uh,
came true because after her
She-
death, it like literally dismantled the regime and everything was kind of like,
Oh my god.
they won,
yeah, yeah.
even though they lost
Wow.
their lives. And
yeah.
I was like, pretty badass women.
Wow.
March was the month of National Women.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
month, so I was
Oh,
like, let
yeah.
me do an episode where women are
Women,
badass.
look
Yes.
at you coming in with your strap on for women.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
A big one too.
Ball swinging for women.
Yes.
I love it.
And that was the story of the Mirabal sisters from the Dominican Republic.
I love it. I want to watch the Selma Hayek movie.
I did watch it when I was doing this.
Is it in Spanish?
No, it's English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, I don't know why you would want to translate it. I mean, but yeah, I don't know where it would.
It says Pluto
Strange.
TV, Roku channel, and Amazon.
I got Roku and Amazon.
Yes, time of the
But it didn't say Prime, so I don't know.
And
But yeah.
it was made a while ago, and so some hike and everybody in this very young, very
Wow. Wow, that was good. So what was the town again? Or the city that the main city that they were from?
Salcedo,
Not one that we would travel to like on a vacation.
like a big. No.
No.
Naples.
Yeah.
I'm going there.
Yeah.
2001. That movie was made in 2001.
That's not too awful long ago.
I mean,
Yeah.
just a couple of years ago.
Couple of years.
Just a couple.
A few years ago.
Love it, love it, love it. That was quick and good and
Yes.
historical and political and
a little
good
different
stuff. It is.
from what we're used to.
Oh no.
But I would
It
do
wasn't
stories like
gory?
that, but I couldn't because I could not say the names.
Oh. Yeah.
Like,
she-
there's
we
a
got in
lot of
trouble-
stories I want to do, like in other countries and
There's-
stuff, but
Listen, she's acting like it prevents her from doing them.
it
Yes.
does because
She butchered Selena.
You come on here
I
all the time.
Listen,
What's your
I'm
name?
Spanish speaking, and sometimes even I have a little.
Well, even when I
trouble.
wanted to do the spring break girl and I would send it to you, and I was like, I'm glad it's not my quickie week because I
Oh.
can't even pronounce this name,
Oh yeah.
and then it would be bad. But there are some that I have found that I wanted to do, like whatever somewhere, and I was like, oh, I can't. I look at the first name and I just stop.
Yeah.
practice your R's.
I used to couldn't say my R's, but now I can, so it's fine.
She would say it different every single time.
Sometimes even I have trouble. English and Spanish. I'm like, you know what?
Me too.
If it's the killer, we don't care when we say it wrong.
No.
Like Mayosaki, right? The
Oh,
finger
yeah.
guy.
Tamasaki, whatever.
Yeah.
Tiramisu.
Simone, yeah,
Tiramisu.
tiramisu. But if it's the victim, you feel a little bit worse.
I said Selena,
Show
right?
respect. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Obviously,
No, they got mad at me because I said her last name wrong, or something.
because
What
you're
was her
talking bad
name?
about the sister. You got mad at you for talking bad about the sister.
Well, she was. What
was
was
a
she doing?
bitch.
Trying to hook up with the husband or something?
No.
No,
I
what was she
remember listening
doing?
to
There
that
was something
episode,
that
but I
she was
don't
doing that she was like ratting her out or something.
They got mad at us because we were talking. We called it Daddy Joe Jackson,
You did a lot of things.
There are similarities.
and then you called the
though.
sister fat, and said she was jealous of Selena,
Well, maybe she was. Selena was the most.
and that
do
she was a
remember that.
snitch.
I
But
feel
now
like
there's
she,
this stuff coming out saying that the
is this
the
bitch on parole
husband-
yet? I mean,
No,
did
I
you-
think she got denied. I seen an
Fuck,
article.
'cause I was
Oh,
like,
where
it's-
she got
it's- Like right now.
I know. I think it's happening
Today.
literally
It's
like
today.
at this time right now.
Yeah, one of my coworkers told me that too.
When we were out there waiting when y'all were in here,
She
I
got
just
denied?
literally saw that she was denied. I didn't read all of it.
Oh.
But
Yolanda.
Look at you.
Salvador. Oh, did I say it
Saldivar,
wrong?
Yeah.
How you say it?
Saldivar, Yolanda Saldivar.
Yeah, Saldivar. I said it right?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Or not.
I might have heard it wrong.
Denied.
on
You
the-
right.
Yeah. But what is all coming out right now about the husband speaking about Selena and their relationship? And I just
I've
saw
read
this.
the book. He has a
No,
book
it came out like today. I
Oh,
mean, like
him?
this week.
I don't
It's just
know.
new.
I
Okay.
haven't.
Oh,
I feel like I heard it today at work, but I wasn't listening, so I don't know the details.
I don't know.
Oh, it's Selena Quintanilla.
Quintanilla.
Quintanilla. That's what I
The
got.
U is silent.
Well, okay.
There's usually a
La
U
Quinta.
right after the Q and it's silent.
So it's
Quintanilla,
Quin-
yeah.
Well, listen,
Not-
to everybody who was mad at me, I have trouble with my speech
I'm
because
here
I
for
did
your
have a
sp- I'm
speech
your
impediment
Spanish.
when I was at like 5 and had to go to speech therapy, and it was a real struggle.
Okay. Stop shaming her, please.
Come on, bring on the shame. But she will not be eligible for parole again until 2030 when she will be 69 years old.
I don't think she'll ever be.
Gross.
Yeah.
If she does ever get out, she
No.
she
She
gonna
did
last
anyway.
5 minutes.
Yep.
5 whole minutes.
Well,
Not a lot.
No.
I think I'm gonna listen to Selena
And she's still
all
blaming-
the way.
There was like a article or something that said that she blamed Selena for her death because Selena came at her aggressively and she needed to act or whatever, and so
That's
she
why
kind
she
of
won't get
blames.
out.
So she still does not like, yeah, I did it. She still put a little blame on Selena.
That's how people don't understand. That's how they'll get out. Like, just
show remorse and
Like-
show that you're not a threat to society anymore.
Andrea Yates would have been out a long time ago because she was like, I was crazy. I did it. I feel horrible. And they were like, yeah, go home. But she don't want to go home
she
because she
doesn't
feels so
want to.
horrible.
Wasn't there something about
Susan Smith?
Yeah,
If
she's
she's
different.
still.
Yeah.
So they just admit that you're wrong.
You think J-Lo will come out and like say anything about it?
I don't know. I mean, I think
About
she's kind of like
Yolanda?
over it.
Because she played Selena in the movie.
Oh.
If she would have gone out, maybe. But
Yeah.
like the actors that played would have been like, but
Yeah.
she
was
might
Puerto
go
Rican
sing a
anyways.
couple Selena songs.
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
what was it today? That's
Apparently, yeah.
I thought it was March 30th.
Well, I
It
mean,
did say March 30th, but it looks like she got denied.
already denied. So goodbye, goodbye, Yolanda. She's just down the street.
Yeah,
She's been in jail for, since 1995.
I'm being Gatesville tomorrow. I'm gonna pay her a little bit.
Yeah, I'll come with you. Well, we got a trip going to Gatesville.
All right, y'all. There's the episode. We'll see y'all next week for a whole new week of Bloody Happy Hour. Don't forget to
Stay aware
stay alive.
and always be DTF.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.